Your happiness today was not decided by what happened today. It was decided in the first 30 minutes after you woke up, before anyone texted you, before you checked anything, before the world touched you at all. And if you got that window wrong this morning, your brain has already been running on the wrong chemistry for hours without you knowing it. So stay with me, because habit 6 is the one that feels almost illegal to know, and nobody is talking about it. Habit 1. Most people wake up and immediately ask, what do I have to do today? But high performers ask a completely different question, which is, who am I being today? Because identity-based intentions activate your prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for decision-making, emotional regulation, and self-control. And instead of saying, I need to be productive, you say, I am someone who handles pressure without panicking. And when your behavior aligns with your identity, internal friction drops. And internal friction is one of the largest silent drains on daily happiness that nobody ever measures. Habit 2. Cortisol peaks 30 to 45 minutes after waking. And this is not a problem, but your brain's natural alertness system activating. However, if your first thoughts are rushing, stress planning, or doom scrolling, that cortisol becomes anxiety fuel. So the fix is 2 minutes of slow breathing. Inhale 4 seconds, exhale 6 to 8 seconds. Repeat 8 cycles. Because longer exhales signal safety to your nervous system. You are not suppressing the cortisol, you are telling your brain this surge means I am ready, not I am in danger. And that single reframe changes your emotional tone for hours. Habit 3. Do one small thing immediately and finish it completely. Make your bed with precision. Drink water before coffee. Write one clear thought in a journal. Because your brain is tracking evidence about you constantly. And small completed actions build perceived control. And perceived control is one of the strongest psychological predictors of happiness ever measured. You are sending one message to your nervous system, which is, I move myself. And momentum builds on that message all day.
Habit 4. Morning rumination, the mental looping that happens when your body is still and your brain is already rehearsing every problem, predicts anxiety across the entire day, and movement disrupts looping. So 5 minutes is enough. Push-ups, a short walk, stretching, because movement releases BDNF, which is the chemical your brain uses to build new neural connections. More BDNF means more adaptability. More adaptability means less spiraling. And emotion always follows physiology. So move the body first and the mind follows. Habit 5. The first 20 minutes after waking, your brain is dopamine sensitive. And if your first action is your phone, notifications, social media, news, you artificially spike dopamine before you have done a single thing that earned it. Your brain learns that reward comes before effort. And the cost of that lesson is a lower dopamine baseline for the rest of the day, which does not feel like sadness, but like flatness, low motivation, nothing feeling quite worth it. So do not touch high stimulation input for 20 minutes and let your brain earn its first spike through movement and light, because your brain respects what it earns. Habit 6. Get outside within 10 minutes of waking. No sunglasses, no phone, just light. Because when natural morning light hits the specialized cells in the back of your eye, it signals your brain's master clock, which controls serotonin during the day and melatonin at night. And missing this window means your brain spends the rest of the day slightly off rhythm, slightly more irritable, slightly more anxious, slightly less able to feel genuinely good about anything. And here is the bonus, the piece nobody tells you. Happiness is not an emotion you wait for, it is a neurochemical state you engineer. And the morning is the only window where cortisol, dopamine, and neuroplasticity are all active simultaneously. So surrender that window and your mood becomes reactive for the day. Design that window and your mood becomes strategic. Because strategic happiness compounds not because life gets easier, but because your nervous system gets stronger. And you do not need a perfect day. You need a protected first hour. And that is not self-help, that is neurobiology. Which of these 6 are you starting to